Very good morning for everyone. I hope all of you can see me well. It gives me an immense pleasure to start this auspicious occasion by heartily welcoming everybody. I would like to take this opportunity to warmly welcome our chief guests, namely the Rector of PSB University, His Holiness Bo Krai, Wen B. Sri Saranankaranayaka Mahatero, when Dr. Mahati That, International Coordinator of PSB University, Cambodia, when Professor Dr. Medagoda Abetissa Tero, when Dr. Manakada K. Mananda Tero, when Professor Ralue Padmasiri Tero, when Dr. Diula Palace Vimalananda Tero, when Dr. Dampe Vijitaratana Tero, when Deltara Nyanananda Tero, the Director of Sibcc Higher Education Center, Professor Chandima Vijay Bandara, the former Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jawardenapura, Associate Professor Dr. Sombat Benjasri Mongokol, International Project Director, Professor Dr. M.D.D.I. Gunatilaka, Mr. Ngaun, the Vice Rector of PSB University Cambodia, Mr. Kim Darat, Head of International Relations, PSB University Cambodia, Mr. Sean Bowery, Head of Academic Office, Professor Nimal W. Mendis, Dr. G.A. Gamini Ratnasuri, and also the CEO of the SIBCC Institute, Mr. Krishan Silva, is also here with us today. And also, last but not least, my dear parents and students, thank you very much for being here today with us. Finally, if I introduce you myself, my name is Tarindu Rajatilaka and I am the General Manager of SIBCC Institute. All right, let me invite Ven Deltara Nyanananda Thero, who has been instrumental to the organizational journey. Venerable, please welcome our distinguished guests.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Tarindu Rajatilaka. Very good morning, all the venerables and all the distinguished invitees. Pela is the pillar of success. It is my slogan of this institute. It is very much pleasure to me to extend my happiness because of it is come true and I have won in my success. I would like to get permission from the Venerable Mahasangha, who are speaking on this very occasion, from the scholars and the officials in the field of study. Not only that, the external lecturer panel, dear parents and dear students. You know that the defeat of the journey of life is the eternal law, eternal dharma inherited by all. You and I might be in such a way. As I think, I am someone who started life from a small place. And also one who strives to conquer life slowly. I am being at right now in the middle of these dignitaries is another achievement I have had. I strive to conquer the world in the midst of world-winning scholars. Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center, SIBCC, was founded by the late my Guru Devottama Dalthara Siri Silananda Nayaka Mahatera, who was not educated but well versed, intelligent, erudite, and the wise. I would also like to pay my tribute to Venerable Dr. D. Senananda, who is my current preceptor and everything in my life, and my parents, my family, and all the teachers who stood with me at the right moment with the right decision for the success of my life. Furthermore, all the members of the University of Cambodia, PSB University, Pra Sihamuni Raja Buddhist University in Cambodia, especially Professor Sombat, who have been instrumental in starting this institution and this very, very good moment. Thank you, sir. And all the members who are behind with this project. My aim and our members, our teams, is to bring that new knowledge to the scholars on a modern platform with Buddhist basis. Under a panel of Sri Lankan and foreign lecturers for a period of 5 years on a P basis, my sole objective is to provide pre-education, not only education, but also higher education opportunities to all low-income earners after 5 years of the launch. All the students around the world who do not pursue postgraduate studies due to economic difficulties. Within this project, I am earning something, then I am distributing for them to go beyond having sharp knowledge and success in dignitary's career. I have thousands of words to declare, but it is not the time for it. I'll do as my best and never give up. My slogan is in my life, road over 1,000 miles begins with the one step. Today, I am going to keep that step. And I think all the distinguished my teachers and officials and everyone who advised me in my fast as well as at the present, I think you will be guided me in my career as coming years. It is my responsibility to welcome all the guests who attended this event first and foremost. Chief guest, you know that the rector of Prasihamuni Raja Buddhist University in Cambodia, and also the Supreme Patriarch of Dhammayutta of Kingdom of Cambodia, Uddesa Pandita, His Holiness Pra Abhisiri Sugandha Maha Sangaraja Venerable Nayaka Thera. I am honorably welcome you to this very occasion. Then I decided to invite very humble, very kindness, very compassionate person who had met in my fast. You know that well-versed, well-known and renewed person in the world who has a kindness heart, heart-winning person in the world as a venerable. I invited to the most venerable, the Chief Sanganayaka in Malaysia and the monastic advisor of Theravada Buddhist Council of Malaysia, Chief Venerable Dr. B. Sri Saranankaranayaka Mahathera. Venerable Sir, this is very pleasure to you attend for this occasion. I am honorably welcome you to Venerable Nayaka Thera. Then I warmly welcome to the Venerable Dr. Mahatitat, International Project Coordinator of this project. Venerable Sir, your support is highly appreciated and I am honorably welcome you to this occasion. Then I invited lots of Venerable Nayaka Theras in Sri Lanka and foreign countries. So every person in this world, they will be the heroes in their career. One of my hero in my academic life is principal of my Pirivena when I attend to my advanced level. So I cordially invited to the most venerable and my teacher, Venerable Professor Dr. Madhogada Abethisa Nayaka Mahathera. He has attended to this very beautiful occasion. So he is one of my hero in my life, who pushed me as a hero of my life. So I am honorably welcome to Venerable Professor Dr. Madagoda Abedisanayakathera also. Then I invited to speak as a speaker of this occasion, Venerable Dr. Manakada Kemananda Nayakatheras, currently in USA, but I think he will be not attend to this occasion, something important inconvenience. Then Venerable Professor Dr. Madagampitiya Vijitudhamma Nayakathera, I invited to him also because of he is the first person in my university career. So I honorably welcome to Madagampitiya Vijitudhamma Nayakathera also. Then also I invited to speaker as a speaker in Mandarin, Venerable Dr. Dampi Vijitaratana Nayakathera. Venerable Sir, I am honorably welcome you to this very occasion. Then I invited as a speaker Venerable Professor Alwe Padmasiri Nayaka Mahathera, and Venerable Sir, honorably welcome you also. Then Venerable Dr. Durapalasya Vimalananda Nayakatheras also invited. So Venerable Sir, honorably welcome you also as a speaker. Then Sri Lankan officials, I invited Venerable Chair Professor Dr. Magamana Panyananda, Venerable Professor Dr. Morogolaga Muparatana, Venerable Professor Dr. Elamaldeni Sarananda, Venerable Dr. Kumbuke Chandaloka, Venerable Dr. Panahadwe Yasassi, Venerable Dr. Dunukeule Sarananda, Venerable Dr. Nelwela Methananda, Venerable Dr. Vidarandeni Chandasiri, Venerable Kudagatnorwe Vinita, Venerable Savastipura Shantasiri, Venerable Kurupita Asaji Tissa, Venerable Dr. Talgampala Paduma, Venerable Dr. Matibambiye Dhammasiri, Venerable Dr. Halepula Mahinda, Venerable Vilegoda Sirivimala, Venerable Galagama Karunakar, and Venerable Sali Asokapura Nanda. All the venerables who participated and who invited by management of SIBCC are warmly welcome to this occasion. Then guest of honor was Professor Emeritus Chandima Vijay Bandara, former head of the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, former Dean, Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, then former Vice Chancellor of University of Sri Jayawardhanapura. Sir, your attendance is highly appreciated and it is blessed to me, and I am warmly welcome you also. Then International Project Director, Associate Professor Dr. Sombat Benja Siri Mongo Paul. Sir, you also are warmly welcome to this occasion. Then Professor Dr. Pranita Abe Sundar, Professor Dr. H.M. Mahinda Herat, Dr. Hasanta W. Samarasinghe also warmly welcome for this occasion. Then very important international officials and Sri Lankan officials who invited as a speaker of this occasion. I am going to welcome for them. The international official, Mr. Nagon, Vice Rector, PSP University, Cambodia. Sir, I am warmly welcome you. Mr. Kim Darat, Head of International Relations at PSP University, Cambodia. Sir, I am warmly welcome. Sin Bore, Head of Academic Office. Sir, I am warmly welcome you also. Then special advisors and the special key speakers of this occasion, I invited one of great person in my career and stood with me in very dangerous moments. So I warmly welcome to current head of the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies, University of Sri Jayawardhana, Professor Dr. M.D.D.I. Gunatilaka, sir. I am warmly welcome you for this occasion. As well as the Professor Dr. Nimal W. Mendis, speaker in Mandarin of this occasion. Sir, I am warmly welcome you also. Then I invited to Dr. G.A.G. Gamini Ratnasri. Sir, I am warmly welcome you also. Then another distinguished invitees. I am warmly welcome all the members who participated and who are participating. Then warmly welcome to novel appointing visiting lecturers of SIBCC. then candidates, scholarship holders, and dear parents, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Teruvan Saranai.
When Deltara Thero, thank you very much for your warm welcome and enthusiastic speech. All right, let me take you through a small video clip. And after watching this video, I'm pretty sure that you'll get a fair idea about our organization. For example, who are we, what we have done in the past, and what are we going to do in the future? Let's watch it together.
Come back, bye bye.
We were keen on learning about Sri Lankan culture and Buddhism. We believe that education is a human right of every human being in the world. As a sustainable organization, we have been working and we will always be working for the betterment of the society. All our staff are professionally qualified and they are well aware of the sustainability development goals that to be achieved in 2030. Even though we are a young organization, we have contributed to the society in many ways, and we have executed such projects in many rural areas in Sri Lanka. Here are some of the welfare projects that we have conducted during the pandemic with the participation of foreign delegates. We are so humbled to say that we could help so many innocent people who were suffering from the pandemic. Our organization is annually conducting a welfare project for Apeksha Hospital, and we distribute necessary items for them, including medicines and food. For this good cause, we are getting a huge support from the community as well. SIBCC has donated dry foods and stationeries for the people who live in rural areas such as Anuradhapura and Polonnaruwa in Sri Lanka. Many people had lost their income sources due to the pandemic, and most of the daily wage earners were affected because of this disaster. Finally, let me explain you our slogan. Failure is the filler of success. Everybody should deserve a second chance to rectify their mistakes, and as a responsible organization, we make sure that everybody gets a second chance in learning and improving their knowledge. When it comes to education, there should be a second chance for everyone. That's what we believe. Education should not be limited for the people who can afford it, and it should be accessible for every human being. Some experts say that investment on the education pays the best interest, and some say like knowledge is the new currency. We are at SIBCC ensure that students are also learning good values and disciplines during their time with us, not just the education. We just do not want to produce a number of students who have paper qualifications, but lacking of disciplines and good qualities. We make our students to be a professional in their respective field, but at the same time, we empower them to be a good human being. In fact, we are on the process of producing sustainable graduates to the society.
Thank you very much for your patience and time. I hope now you have a clear picture about us and our objectives. Okay, now I consider it a great honor to welcome the International Project Director of PSB University, Honorable Dr. Sombat Benjasri Mongokol, to address the audience. Honorable Dr. Sombat Benjasri Mongokol, if you can hear me, I think you can address the audience.
So can you hear me now?
Yes, can you hear, sir?
Okay, sorry. So thank you very much for welcoming me. And I am very glad to thank you very all. First of all, yes, I would like to give my honor to all the respectful senior, venerable, sirs, honorable authorities, ladies and gentlemen. I am Associate Professor Dr. Sombat Benjasri Mongkol, International Academic Director of Prasihamuni Racha Buddhist University, Cambodia. I am originally born in Thailand and graduated from Germany. Further, in Thailand, we known as official university certified body. This is a golden opportunity for SIBCC to have collaboration with government university, especially in the international education development. Further, PSB University is one of the well-known government Buddhist universities in Cambodia. But with this connection, our goal is expand the Buddhist education throughout the world. According to the motto, cooperation instead of competition. Furthermore, in future, I will be visited SIBCC on behalf of PSB University to monitoring and evaluating the quality of the programs and the academic delivery mode. With this message, I would like to conclude my wishing all of the officials and students who are joining with us today to have a very successful and fruitful experience together. Thank you. So
Thank you very, yeah.
As per request, I have to talk my speech in English, in German, and in Thai too. It's okay. So allereerst möchte ich all den respektvollen, hochrangigen Herren, verehrte Autoritäten, meine Damen und Herren, meine Herren erweisen. Dies ist eine einmalige Gelegenheit für SIBCC mit staatlichen Universitäten zusammenzuarbeiten, insbesondere bei der internationalen Bildungsentwicklung. Da Sie wissen, dass unsere Bildung in den vergangenen Jahrzehnten von den sogenannten hochentwickelten Ländern geprägt wurde. Wir haben vergessen, dass unsere Länder Länder mit dem höchsten Kulturgut waren. Kulturgut we have. Weiterhin ist die PSB eine der bekanntesten Universitäten Cambodia. And now I would like to express my speech very shortly in Thai. ประการแรกข้าพเจ้าขอกราบนมัสการพระคุณเจ้าที่นับถือสวัสดีท่านสุภาพบุรุษและสุภาพสตรีทุกท่านณที่ประชุมไทยแห่งนี้ข้าพเจ้าเกิดที่ประเทศไทยและสำเร็จการศึกษาจากประเทศสหพันธ์สาธารณรัฐเยอรมนีข้าพเจ้าเป็นหนึ่งในคณะตรวจสอบมาตรฐานคุณภาพศึกษาในระดับอุดมศึกษาในประเทศไทยนี่เป็นโอกาสทองของสถาบัน SIBCC ที่จะร่วมมือพัฒนาด้านการอุดมศึกษากับมหาวิทยาลัยของรัฐบาลกัมพูชาโดยเฉพาะอย่างยิ่งในการพัฒนาการศึกษาระดับนานาชาติข้าพเจ้าคิดว่าความร่วมมือนี้จะเป็นการนำเราไปสู่การพัฒนาอย่างยั่งยืนในระดับการศึกษานานาชาติขออำนวยพรให้ท่านทั้งหลายทั้งครูอาจารย์เจ้าหน้าที่และนักศึกษาทุกท่านที่เข้าร่วมงานกับในวันนี้ประสบความสำเร็จร่วมกันเพื่อสังคมและประเทศชาติต่อไปอายุบวร Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Sombat, for sharing your expert ideas and knowledge with us. Now I request our distinguished chief guest, Rector of PSD University, His Holiness Borkrai, to grace this virtual gathering.
I would like to praise, regret, respect to Samdach Bokri, Venerable Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center, SIBCC. Dr. Sambat Banas Sri Mangkol, University. Venerable B. Sri Thera Monastics, Advisor of Theravada Buddhist Council. Mr. Haridu U. Apala, GM of SIBCC. Venerable Professor and very much honored to access this certificate assessment from Samdach Apisari Sukanda Mahasangkaraja Tepati Keti Odessa Pandita Bokri to represent PSB University for this vital and complete. I would like to send my great thanks to Dr. Sambat Banasari Mangkol, International Project Director of PSB University, and appreciate to Mr. Darot Kim, my head for making this meaningful ceremony and present all opportunity to speak out our education. I would like to formally welcome and regularly Ganana, the Director of Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center, Sibcc, for joining this virtual in the hope for education to all. And all Sibcc families members, I as well as family cannot wait Prasehamani Raja Buddhist University Majesty Prabhat Samdach Pres was established in this December on 4/2004 with his official letter number 914 by the Council of the Minister as Prasehamani Raja Buddhist College. Letter July 24, 2007. This college was upgraded to Prasehamani Raja Buddhist University within the sub-degree number 83A NKR BK by the Royal Government of Cambodia. Prasehamani Raja Buddhist University is public university that gives 100% 4-year scholarship to all students from every corner in Cambodia. With this scholarship, we highly commit to offer higher education and bring hope for all students. Hope to graduate the degrees with high knowledge. Hope to get well-paid job for families support. Hope to have opportunity among other educate and hope to bring dignity for concept and society with him three main cause value, mercy, consciousness, and intelligence. BPSB University are the hope all poor who are willing to access our education agenda under the great supervision and truthful vision of the rector have completely a lot of success and commute along with globalization. We also like to join hands together with Sibcc to advance the quality of education that apply to current and future global demands through developing our education system, teaching capacities, learning atmosphere, and so on. to overcome this, we also building international partnership is a bring to building hope to have opportunity and opportunity to have this hope that never in for all younger generation. Today, the first inauguration ceremony in August 8, 2012 is a historical day of congratulations that we, PSB University and Sibcc, starting our cooperation and to bring a foster to high value principle of Buddhism and education for all to build socialized unity, harmony, peace, and prosperity amongst Buddhist and human beings. Again, this first inauguration ceremony in the starting, pointing that I cannot wait to see the next successful more. And I think you all to do too. At the end, I would like to break for all Buddha blessing of PSB University and Sibcc with success. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your invaluable speech. Next, may I invite Chief Ben B. Free Sarnankara Nayaka Mahathera to deliver guest of honor speech.
Yes, the respected member Mahasangha, Supreme Council of Sangha Cambodia, and the Sangha members from Malaysia, Sri Lanka, and other guests. It's a great honor to see with a great vision what your organization, collaboration with the very strong Theravada Buddhist countries, Cambodia and Sri Lanka. I personally believe it. The distant learning, the center you started, when I listened to the Venerable Jnanananda as well as Professor, I highly appreciate Professor's language knowledge. Without any translation, you can handle very well 3 to 4 languages. That is a very clear message for all the students and the young monks and those who are people participating to get the knowledge, get the language skill, very important things. The second point I highly appreciated, the Venerable Jnanananda mentioned, which is your mission and vision very clear. You show by example, not in the paper, very beautifully written, the great vision, the great mission. You put into the very practical part in this opening address. You mentioned your teacher is not the scholarly monk. He meant not holding the PhD, but they had a great vision to help and the value about the education. That's a wonderful things. And also you mentioned, which is for me, remind the teaching of the great Buddha. After immediate enlightenment, the Buddha given the very clear message to the whole mankind. The message is clear. Message is the gratitude and appreciation. You mentioned your opening address, you quote each and every wonderful people in your life. You are today to be in this situation due to all those wonderful people, the teachers, special teachers. They guide you. They show the correct, right path to lead. The message is very clear for those who are students, those who are monks, nuns, lay people, going through this learning. As you mentioned, each and every one of us should get second chance. The education is not when we are young. The education for throughout our life. Not the knowledge itself. I personally believe it. You may have the knowledge, the data knowledge put into your hard disk is not great achievement. My personal view, if you knowledge what you're getting, if you implement in day to day in your life, make it humble, making appreciation, making gratitude and attitude very important, each and every one of us. Being the Buddhist monks or nuns, we had a bigger role to play. Today, the world looking, as well as for the overseas countries, the learned, virtuous monastery advisors, a monastery, the role to play the bigger role. Your contribution highly appreciated for the whole world, but you have to prepare in order to provide that particular demand. We have to well-versed. Well-versed is knowledge, well-versed in our gratitude, attitude, as well as with our discipline. In the Buddhist point of view, we don't need to much mention about the Buddhist discipline in the Vinaya Pitaka, in our day-to-day, when we are learning the Samana, the Manadam, Potha, we can see the code of the novices as well as the monks' role to play, what are the discipline to uphold. All those valuable things very important. I personally highly appreciated each and every one of your great vision to reach, to help. I seen your organization, very young organization, but you're able to achieve the greatest achievement. You're able to cater for the not only mental well-being, you're able to cater for the physical well-being as well, providing necessary helping hand for the needy. At the same time, the education right path. That's a beautiful, wonderful thing. What the Buddhists strongly believe it, we have to take care of our physical well-being. Physical well-being alone is not enough, sufficient. Physical well-being can collapse overnight if you are not mental well-being, you take care. Mental well-being is important. That directs you to the not only mental well-being, you require Kalyan Mitta, the spiritual friends. In the Buddhist course, and the other courses when you're doing, the Kalyan Mitta are very important. Yeah, and all those things when we complete it, then eventually you lead to the spiritual well-being as well. Brothers and sisters, respectful Sangha members, it's a great honor to give in opportunity for me to participate. I'm really happy. I think both country, Cambodia and Sri Lanka, with the great teaching of the Buddha, implement day-to-day in your life, achievement in this particular situation today, pandemic. This is the time for you to apply the teaching of the Buddha in practical approach. That's a very important thing. Get the mental strength, very important, not the negative data collecting and collecting. The problem whole world today, so much demand for the negative things. Anyone do something negative, the media coverage very strong. A lot of wonderful things people are doing everywhere, no media coverage. Then we demand for the whole world for the negative. not the positive. Then what we had to do is don't affect your mind into that, make very strong your mental energy, develop inner quality, inner virtues, inner strength that help you here and hereafter. Thank you very much. Highly appreciate giving opportunity. Thanks each and every wonderful Sangha members as well as for the all participants. Work hard to achieve. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Vendi Sri Sananankara Nayakathero, for the remarkable speech. There were lots of inputs and it was really insightful. Next, I humbly invite former Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jayawardenepura, Professor Chandima Vijayabandara, to deliver guest of honors speech. So if you can hear me, you can deliver the guest of honor speech.
I am to apologize. The Chandima Vijayabandara has something internet connection problems. That is why we can invite to when he is okay, we can invite to the Venerable Professor Madhagoda Abedisa Nayakathera. Mr. Tarandu, you can go through with Professor Madhagoda Abedisa Nayakathera. Please invite to Venerable Nayakathera.
Yes, I'm glad to invite when Madagampiti Dhamma.
No, the Professor Madagampiti Vijidam. Professor Madhagoda Abedisa Nayakathera.
Professor Madagam, yeah.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Dear friends in Dhamma, Buddhist education is no longer a religious education. It does not belong to a region, country, or an ethnic group. It's a compass about the direction the world should go. The light the Buddhism can shed on the issue of peace, social justice, love, management, and facing various social challenges in immense. 2,600 years after the inception of Buddhism, its value is clearly left. Therefore, I add my heartfelt congratulations in this regard and for the work Venerable Daltara Jnanananda and the other friends for creating such institution for the great task of opening up the Buddhist educational system to the world. Actually, I have to thank Venerable Daltara Jnanananda Thera and the team and all the academic bodies who are joining here. And I like to add my gratitude all who have done their great service in this regard. Finally, I like to say in this endeavor, we have to get together and help these young priests and young people, those who are willing to empower Buddhist system and empower the world with Buddhist teachings. And I Finally, thank everybody and wish, may you be well, may you be happy, may your upward path be smooth, sure and steady. Sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Medagoda Baisista Thero, for your invaluable inputs and words of wisdom. Okay. Next, I'm glad to invite Professor Medagampiti Vijithamma Thero to address the audience.
I think Mr. Taridu, the Medagampiti Vijithamma, they're also in a rural area at this moment.
Right. Okay.
So that is why I am inviting to Professor Medagampiti Vijithamma there, I think over the phone to address this audience. So do apologize for the, because this is distance learnings. හඳුනට දැන් පුළුවන් ඇඩ්‍රස් Okay, now we can begin with Venerable Professor Medagampiti Vijithamma Thera by the over the phone because of the signal issues. Venerable sir, now you can go through.
Good morning, everybody. First of all, I would like to share my gratitude to Venerable Jnanananda by starting a new academic institution for the contribution of the field of Pali and Buddhist studies. I highly appreciate his work and I congratulate. I wish Venerable Jnanananda will achieve a great goal through this academic institution. May the Triple Gems bless you. Sukhi Digaiko Bhava. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Thero, for that speech. Okay. Next, I cordially invite Mr. Ngaun, the Vice Rector of PSB University, Cambodia, to grace this ceremony.
Hello, yes, thank you so much for this sections. Because the first section is the sections of Samdai Priya Mahasangrit Bukri, and that section, Mr. Ngunstlek Pekadei, the Vice Rectors of our PSB University, taken charge. That's why these sections, I would like to ask the allowance from the moderator of Venerables to allow to skip this section to the next speaker until I, or the head of international relations, based on our agenda speech. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, the next dignitary to honor us with his presence is Professor Dr. M.D.D.I. Gunatilaka. Dear sir, the audience is yours. Professor Dr. M.D.D.I. Gunatilaka. Yes, sir. If you can hear me, you can start your speech.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the organizing committee for inviting us this event. I am very happy to be a participate this ceremony. In the 21st century AD, it is estimated that 488 million, 90 or 10% of the world population, people practice Buddhism. The main countries that practice Buddhism currently are Sri Lanka, China, Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. Sri Lankan Theravada Buddhism has been adopted by international practitioners in a variety of different countries. According to my point of view, Sri Lanka is the main center of Theravada Buddhism in the world. I think this process will lead the Buddhist teachings for dissemination in the world. The leader and director of this institute and program is Venerable Daltara Jnanananda Thero, who has one of our students studied at the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura in Sri Lanka. He has successfully completed his BA degree in Pali in 2015. Then he was joined to our department as a temporary assistant lecturer for the Pali subject. He worked at the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies in the University of Sri Jayawardhanapura for 3 years. He was an active and hardworking Buddhist monk and lecturer. Currently, Venerable Daltara Jnanananda is providing his service to Buddhist communities all over the world as a Buddhist teacher, Buddhist advisor, and Buddhist counselor. He is able to maintain an ambient, supportive environment within any sort of social activities. Venerable Daltara Jnanananda has a potentiality to become an effective leader, lecturer, and social worker. His dependability, planning skills, and communication with students are creative and friendly as a lecturer and leader. Therefore, I think this institute would be successful and effective for the students and researchers, for their future success and for the country's success as well. Finally, I would like to wish Venerable Daltara Jnanananda Thero all the best. Thank you.
Dear sir, thank you very much for an enlightening speech. Now I consider it a great honor to welcome Mr. Kim Darat, the head of International Relations, PSB University, Cambodia, to add to the audience. Mr. Kim Darat, please enlighten us. The audience is yours.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate for giving me this great honor opportunity to give a speech. I would like to pay my great respect to Venerable Daltara Jnanananda, Director of Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center, ISBCC, Mr. Nguyen Sdach Pakadei, Vice Director of Press Harmony Raja Buddhist University, Dr. Sambat Banasare Mukul, International Project Director of PSB University, Venerable Bisri Saranakara Nayaka Mahathara, Monastic Advisor of Theravada Buddhist Council Malaysia, Mr. Harindu Atpala, GM of ISBCC, Venerables, and all professors. On behalf of an International Relations Office, I would like to congratulate this first inaugurations of cooperation ceremony between Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center and Press Harmony Raja Buddhist University, and I would like to send my great gratitude to all in here. By today, I have spent 3 weeks and 1 day to accomplish our cooperation and make this first inauguration happen. That is the fastest cooperation process that I have never done before. And I think we can notice this into our history book. I remember one day when I was driving the car to my province, I got a call from Mr. Pepperday, my great vice rector, that there is a man calling from Thailand would like to talk to me about education collaboration, and I doubted. After that, Professor Sambat and Venerable Mahati gave me a call. We started a conversation with the hope of success. They told me a lot about great things about ISBCC, and those are very similar to what we PSB University have done in the beginning. Then we figured out that ISBCC and PSB University have the same spirit, the spirit of Buddhism, the spirit of education, development, and the spirit of help for the future of younger generation, and the beauty of this universe too. Because of that, I've been working together so well to make this official cooperation happen. I really appreciate that so much, very much, to our Professor Sambat and Venerable Dr. Mahati, for such a great member of PSB University family. Welcome on board. And today is the first step of success with SMILE after working together for a short period of time, and I believe there must be a lot of good things happen for us. So welcome to all PSB, ISBCC family members, Venerable and all professors too. And I really appreciate your participation in this significant meeting. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I think Professor Chandima Vijay Bandara is here with us now. Dear sir, I humbly invite you to deliver a guest of honor speech.
Mr. Parindu. Now
Hello.
it's time
Yes.
to the lay guest of honor speech. Then you can invite to Professor Emeritus Chandima Vijay Bandara to address this audience through the WhatsApp. I will share the screen.
Okay. Dear sir, if you can hear me.
Not only for Sri Lanka, it should be open for everyone who is interested. And I like to congratulate Venerable Nyananda especially because it was his own personal effort to establish an institute like this. Buddhist in Sri Lanka, they're actually struggling to promote Theravada Buddhism all over the world. Now, because we have realized that what we can share with the world is Buddhism, especially Theravada Buddhism, which is very close to early Buddhism. Therefore, we would like to see that most of the difficulties that world is facing today, right, will be eased with the Buddhist philosophical concept shared by everyone in the world, because Buddhism is very rich with sociological, economical, psychological, any type of approach, right? We will tell people that Buddhism is very rich with very useful concepts, positive concepts to help human beings to succeed. And as there is a lot of literature related to Buddhism, there is an opportunity for researchers to further their research, especially on the practical aspect. How can we implement the Buddhist concept in order to sort of help people who are now trapped in various difficulties, economic difficulties, war, and psychological stress, and so many other things, too long to mention, right? So we like this new university, which is connected to University of Cambodia, and therefore we wish to see that Sri Lankan researchers and researchers from outside the world, especially from Cambodia, will join together to bring Buddhist values into majority of the world who are sort of looking forward to get new message from new philosophical views. And therefore, with this new effort, Theravada Buddhism will be presenting to other Buddhists also, but we can share with them because that there are Theravada, in addition to Theravada Buddhists, there are Mahayana Buddhists, Tantric Buddhists, and various other new forms of Buddhism, especially Friends of Western Buddhist Order, like that. There are many new organizations which is a sort of result of attempting to apply Buddhist concepts into modern problems. So students will, I'm actually hoping students will be benefited from the staff that Venerable Jnanananda is going to invite and make this effort a success. The students will, of course, will be benefited by their expertise. And when this health problem is over, most of the foreign students can come to Sri Lanka and see for themselves what is going on here, and in fact have access to a large collection of literature that we have in Sri Lanka in various libraries, Buddhist libraries, and even state libraries. So I like to sort of wind up congratulating again everyone, right? Because we Buddhists are the people who really started, really generated the concept of universities in India. We had Nalanda, Vikramashila, Jagadala, Vallabhi, Odantapuri, right? Universities, right? These universities were sort of international in their function, and they were comparative in their outlook. They were providing a good example for other people to have their universities. When they had universities in 7th century, only in 11th century, the Western world started having universities, and they also developed from their monastic backgrounds, the church background, and we Buddhists started from our Buddhist monastic background. So with the sort of initiation of a Venerable Buddhist monk from Sri Lanka, this university will help the entire world. So I wish success to this university. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Even in the middle of network issues, you joined us. It is highly appreciated. Next, may I humbly invite when Dr. Dampe Vichitraratana Thero to deliver the speech in Mandarin.
不光是心理方面的，我们物质方面也是非常的有问题，所以现在这个时候，大家都需要佛教的帮助，所以我们今天开始这个三摩地国际佛教辅导中心是非常的需要，所以我今天祝福我们的法师ஞான南法师跟大家成功这个今天开设的这个中心越来越发达，越来越可以帮助所有的全世界所有的人，不管是佛教徒，其他的宗教徒也我们可以帮助，所以我祝福大家，祝福ஞான南法师成功，一切都顺利，非常的感谢，谢谢。
Thank you very much, Dr. Dampe Vijayaratana Thero, for your unique speech. Next, I'm very humbled to invite Professor Ralue Padmasiri Thera to deliver the appreciation speech.
Actually, I think Ralue Padmasiri Nayakathera also in the very far from the Colombo. That is why he will inform me that he will be unable to some time to participate. That is why, on behalf of Venerable Professor Ralue Padmasiri, I warmly I cordially invited to the Reverend former lecturer of University of Kelaniya and lecturer of Department of Linguistics, University of Kelaniya, Royal Pandit Venerable Kurupita Asajit is the Venerable my friend and my companion. So I cordially invite to Venerable to address this audience.
Morning to, I think you all can hear me. Good morning to all of you. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity to address the gathering, especially our friend Venerable Daltara Jnanananda, who is the the person who created this special occasion. As a lecturer, I believe that this is a great opportunity for everyone to enhance their knowledge in Buddhism. As a Buddhist monk, I believe that Buddhism is something we can, achieve in our life. Education is something we can achieve in our life. That is the best thing that we can achieve in our life. So I can just remember the quotation said by Nelson Mandela. Once he said that education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. as said by Nelson Mandela. So if we can educate people, if we can educate our society, if we can educate our country, if we can educate the world, we can, I think, make a better world, better society. That is the best thing that we can achieve as a result of educating the nation. So in this occasion, Venerable Jnanananda and other members, members of the academic staff and the members of the administrative staff are willing to start this special university for the students who hope to do their higher studies, especially postgraduate studies in Buddhist studies. So we can learn Buddhism with collaboration for Cambodian universities and Sri Lankan Theravada Buddhist tradition. That is the best thing, I think. And I don't want to take too much time to congratulate. Especially, I think my special gratitude and goes to Venerable Jnanananda, because he is the pioneer of this international academic or institution. So thank you very much for starting this universities, this institute. It helps our students, not only for the local students, but also the international students to enhance their knowledge in English. They can achieve their goals. They can be educated by joining this special international institute. So thank you very much for inviting me to address this gathering once again, and I sincerely appreciate appreciate your works and your courage and your dedication to promote Buddhism and promote higher education in Sri Lanka. Thank you very much. May the Triple Gem bless you all.
Thank you very much, Guru Peter Thero, for your meaningful speech. Next, I cordially invite Professor Dr. Nimal W. Mendes to deliver the speech in Mandarin. 身体健康。谢谢 Thank you. Thank you very much, sir, for a unique speech. It was wonderful. Next, let me humbly invite when Dr. Dula Palase Vimalananda Thera to deliver the appreciation speech.
Very good morning, all of you. His Holiness Somdet Pra Abhisiri Sugandha Maharaja, the great Supreme Patriarch of Dhamma Yukta of Kingdom of Cambodia, and Most Venerable Bhutavatte Sri Saranankara Nayaka Thera of Malaysia, and other all venerable sirs, professors, doctors, lecturers from all the universities, and my dear Dhamma brothers and sisters. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to President of Sibcc, Venerable Dr. Dalthara Senananda Thera, and International Academic Project Director, Associate Professor Dr. Sombat Benjasiri Mongkol, and Secretary and Director of Sibcc, Venerable Delthara Jnanananda Thera, and all other monks and nuns from Sri Lanka and Cambodia, and devotees from various countries for their blessing and supports. I also like to thank everyone who has directly or indirectly helped in the establishment of the Sibcc on this auspicious occasion. The motto of Sibcc, failure is the filler of success. Following this exemplary footstep, Sibcc is objectively established for the good of the many, with the equal emphasis and academic study and spiritual practice that Sibcc will be able to provide an all-rounded education for students from different Buddhist countries. This long and arduous journey has just begun. We hope that Buddhists from different parts of the world will continue to support Sibcc in the coming year. Let us all give our unrelenting support to the promotion of Buddhist education. May all beings be well and happy. Triple Gem bless you. Teruvan Saranai.
Thank you very much, then Dr. Dula Palase Thera, for your appreciation. The next dignitary to honor us with his presence is Dr. G.A.G. Ratnasiri.
Good morning, everybody. Venerable sirs and distinguished guests from various places from abroad, dear learned sirs, I am privileged to have this opportunity to meet you all today. We must show our strong faith and respect we have in our hearts towards Venerable Dalthara Jnanananda Thera, the director of the proposed Sibcc and the former assistant lecturer of the Department of Pali and Buddhist Studies of the Sri Chavardhanapura. All in all, our great happiness and our blessings to him for the yeoman service he renders towards social services. I must say, he is a guidance to the modern young bhikkhu generation. Even we cannot think of his noble work to the society at large. And over, we can't see any blemish in his life as a bhikkhu, his humanity and learning. It is a great charity and an acquisition of merit in helping a young bhikkhu like him. In order to get his wishes and perfections fulfilled and noble service to the Buddhism. You all are fortunate to get this opportunity to do so. And furthermore, we don't see and know even who did the remarkable service to the poor and deserted fellow citizens, irrespective of caste, creed, and provinces, and especially to the sons and daughters who are engaged in their studies. And even we can understand by looking at him as he has not taken any care of his daily proper meals, so that we can feel that this would be a daily routine of a bodhisattva. Finally, last but not least, please accept our gratitude and bows of the donators of Cambodia, noble benefactor, gentlemen, our heartiest pleasant blessing again and again. Thank you very much all. May the Triple Gem bless you.
Thank you very much, Doctor, for your appreciation, and we are honored to have you here today. Let me take you to that video again because the sound was not working due to a technical issue. I think it has been fixed. Let's watch it again with the voice.
The mission, vision, and the objective of our organization. We have also included the CSR projects that we have implemented in the very recent past. Who are we? We are Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center. We have built this organization to spread humanity in the world through welfare. We have started our operations in 2015, and we have been able to conduct a significant number of welfare and volunteer programs. The main motive of these welfare programs is not to earn profit, but to increase the living standards of all human beings. Let me enlighten you with the vision and mission of the organization. Our vision is to create a graduate with sharp knowledge, attitudes, and skills. Our mission is to empower graduates and undergraduates in the world to achieve more value. Let me take you through the objectives of Sibcc campus. To provide equal opportunities for the students who could not continue their higher studies due to financial obstacles. To provide lecturing opportunities for the highly qualified graduates who come out from Sri Lankan universities and helping them to achieve their lecturing dream in international standards. Also, to gain the full potential of these graduates and delivers to the prospective students through a strategic mechanism. To provide job opportunities for the unemployed but qualified graduates. To guide qualified graduates to become a lecturer in an internationally reputed university. To reform the shattered human lives and show them the path to overcome from their interrupted lives. To utilize the funds that are getting from this academic project, from providing scholarships for the students who have financial difficulties, to execute CSR projects to enhance the health condition of the people who are suffering from cancer, to eradicate poverty through humanity. We have international collaborations with China, Thailand, India, and Malaysia. And these collaborations have been helping us to thrive in the education sector in Sri Lanka. This is when the director of Sibcc campus, when Delta Rajnanananda Thero, visited Malaysia. And during this visit, Thero could meet Professor K.L. Dhammajoti and Ben B. Sri Sananankara. That was a memorable experience. This is when our director, Delta Rajnanananda Thero, giving lectures to Mahayana Buddhist nuns about Theravada Buddhist teachings. This is when the director of Sibcc Institute, when Dalta Rajnanananda Thero, conducting lectures on Sri Lankan culture for Chinese students at University of Jayawardenepura, Sri Lanka. Before the pandemic situation, we used to get lots of Chinese students to Sri Lanka, and they were keen on learning about Sri Lankan culture and Buddhism. We believe that education is a human right of every human being in the world. As a sustainable organization, we have been working and we will always be working for the betterment of the society. All our staff are professionally qualified and they are well aware of the sustainability development goals that to be achieved in 2030. Even though we are a young organization, we have contributed to the society in many ways, and we have executed such projects in many rural areas in Sri Lanka. Here are some of the welfare projects that we have conducted during the pandemic with the participation of foreign delegates. We are so humbled to say that we could help so many innocent people who were suffering from the pandemic. Our organization is annually conducting a welfare project for Apeksha Hospital, and we distribute necessary items for them, including medicines and food. For this good cause, we are getting a huge support from the community as well. Sibcc has donated dry foods and stationeries for the people who live in rural areas such as Anuradhapura and Polonnaruwa in Sri Lanka. Many people had lost their income sources due to the pandemic, and most of the daily wage earners were affected because of this disaster. Finally, let me explain you our slogan. Failure is the filler of success. Everybody should deserve a second chance to rectify their mistakes, and as a responsible organization, we make sure that everybody gets a second chance in learning and improving their knowledge. When it comes to education, there should be a second chance for everyone. That's what we believe. Education should not be limited for the people who can afford it, and it should be accessible for every human being. Some experts say that investment on the education pays the best interest, and some say like knowledge is the new currency. We are at Sibcc ensure that students are also learning good values and disciplines during their time with us, not just the education. We just do not want to produce a number of students who have paper qualifications, but lacking of disciplines and good qualities. We make our students to be a professional in their respective field, but at the same time, we empower them to be a good human being. In fact, we are on the process of producing sustainable graduates to the society.
Yeah, perfect. It went well this time. Sorry about earlier, like when we conducting these kind of sessions, it happens, yeah? All right. As a responsible organization, we always wanted to give something to the community. You know that as a campus, we have started this institute recently, but we could not wait until we grow taller, and we have decided to offer scholarships for the students who have financial obstacles. So we have received over 50 applications, but due to the ongoing pandemic, they haven't been able to provide all the evidence that we have requested. Anyway, we have shortlisted some of them already, and they will be informed in the near future. Okay, and with that, Next, I'm profusely overjoyed to take this opportunity to introduce you our website. We are going to launch it today here with you all. When Dalsara Namandathero, let's launch it in front of these distinguished guests. Yes, this is our website. All the partnerships have been mentioned. Students can log in anytime and if they want to find more information, they can get the information. We have explained about the vision, mission, and the other objectives of our organization in the website. The staff members also have been mentioned clearly. We have listed down the ongoing program. As you can see, there are lots of programs. So the student can choose their programs according to their previous experience and their background. We have allocated a separate section for the CSR projects that we have accomplished with the participation of foreign delegates. There were many actually, but we have uploaded some. So we have added an introduction about the Priya Sinhamani Raja Buddhist ethnicity that we are creating with. All the details are there. These are our contact details. Most of you already know. These are our social media platforms. You can join us with Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. We are really active in these social media platforms. Okay. With that, now I cordially invite the CEO of Sibcc campus, Mr. Krishan Silva, to deliver the vote of thanks. Mr. Krishan, please go ahead.
Thank you, Sarandu. Good morning, everyone. Permission from the Honorable Mahasanghas at the event, the board of directors, the invited distinguished guests, and the foreign officials. I am grateful to all who participate in the founding of our institution. I extend my sincere thanks to the Chief Sangha, a Supreme Patriarch of the Cambodia, who worked on this occasion. Then I pay my tribute to the Chief Sangha Nayaka of Malaysia, the most venerable Bhutavattesi Saranankara Nayaka Mahatera as the chief guest of honor. Future wish to thank the great venerable and the most honorable invitees for events that have been honored during the work. My thanks to all the foreign messengers, including Professor Sombat Benjasare, who have done a great service for this occasion. We have thanked the initiations to start this institute, Dr. Daltra Senananda, the representative of our company, Venerable Daltra Nyanananda Thera, the director, and Nilan Buddhiga, the deputy chief executive officer, Ms. W.D. Navoda, registrar officer, Ms. Tarindu Utpala, managing director, marketing and IT manager KJ Isuru Sampath, and to all the staff. In addition, we express our thanks and subjugations to all the students and the external lecture board. I may hope everyone will be good and healthy in this academic time. Teruvan Saranam. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Krishan, for your kind words and appreciation. Next, I'm honored and pleased to invite Mr. Son Bori, Head of Academic Office, PSB University of Cambodia, to deliver the vote of thanks. Mr. Bori, the audience is yours.
Okay, good morning. I want to pay my respect to Ven Detara Kananada, Director of Samadhi International Buddhist Counseling Center, Mr. Nguyen Sdak Nakadai, Director of Prasehamani Raja Buddhist University, Dr. Sambat Banasarai Mungkul, International Project Director of PSB University, Venerable B. Sri Saranan Kara, Najaka Maha Thera, Monastic Advisor of Theravada Buddhist Council of Malaysia, Mr. Tarindu Utpala, General Manager of Sibcc, Venerable and Professor. On behalf of Academic Office, I would like to congratulate the success of MOA between Sibcc and PSB University that led to today's occasion, and I would like to warmly welcome to all here. Since the beginning until now, PSB 657 students studying 7 majors such as educational science, philosophy of Buddhism, and public administration, along with the coordination of academic office. Last year, there were 954 graduated both bachelor and master degree receiving the certificate from the King of Cambodia. The graduation ceremony was the most valuable moment for those who like to. In my Facebook, there were students having money to pay for school, but not for those who always wish for graduation while holding a responsibility to partly experience. So I know how that feel, and I think some of you here also used to feel that too. I have no doubt. 21st century globalization become the significant key to bring not only country but also people together, either for living or working. The evolution produces a lot of opportunity for all people. On the other hand, atmosphere that remind people to put more promising on their education. Because of this reason, to write of what their society and the globe need to develop for all. Last but not least, international relation cooperation is the key to open more education opportunities. So I would like to appreciate Professor Dr. Sambat, Dr. Mahati, and Mr. Also wish the only success and happiness that can come to our university. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your thanks. And apart from the chief and foreign guests, I think lecturers, students, and parents of those students have also joined us today. If you have anything to say, this will be the perfect time for that. What do you think about?
I think now all the officials in the Sri Lankan and Cambodians, I would like to invite one of our newly appointed lecturer. We are interviewed in last days. So I think I invited to one of my batchmates who are currently working at the University of Kelaniya, and also now she's learning with me as a same batchmate. So she's major is tourism and cultural heritage. I cordially invite to give some appreciation or comments regarding our this project and the opportunity she got. I cordially invite to Miss Gayatri. Are you here? This is not a pre-prepared. I invite just now.
Yes, Reverend.
Can you?
Hello?
Yeah, Miss Gayatri, we can hear you.
Yes, hope you can see me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can see you.
Thank you very much for me to invite this special occasion and to address the gathering. And actually, I'm really happy to be here today. And I'm so excited to when I see Venerable Deltaras Thero's journey, and it's really unbelievable. And at the moment, he earned a lot in the industry and giving the more than he earned for the society. So I really appreciate your this program, and also your I saw the vision, mission, and the other objectives. Those are really helpful, and it will be definitely improve future graduates and undergraduates who are unable to achieve their dreams in future, and this might be a very good platform for them to overcome their problems. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Miss Gayatri. You joined at last minute and you gave your best. Okay.
And I like to invite to one of our students who are following a PhD program under our institute. I cordially invite to Buddhika Jayatis, sir.
Yes.
Are you here, sir? This is also not pre-prepared. This is just now prepared. Buddhika Jayatis.
You want to see the comments of students?
Good morning, all of you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Good morning, all of you. And thank you very much for this valuable program for giving us. And I would like to thank first Reverend Daltara Jnanananda Thero. Already at the past, we discuss in our programs and all the details, and very great opportunity for Sri Lankan students to start their higher education. And I'm also proud of me to deliver my education through the Sibcc Education Center. And I warmly welcome all of you to join this education center, and you can go your career ladder in this education center. And I am PhD degree holder. Already I sent my proposal and all the things, and glad to meet all of you. And thank you very much for giving this valuable occupation to address by me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Budhija, for your compliments. Is there anyone who would like to add more comments regarding our campus, or maybe regarding the inauguration ceremony? Okay, let me conclude this memorable ceremony with this message. This message is for the students who enrolled with us for the academic programs. My dear students, I would like to say that you have made an absolutely secure decision to be a part of this institution as well as PSD University. I hope all of you will operate along with the values of the campus and magnify its reputation at every go of life. Again, thank you very much for all of your participation, and stay safe.
Thank you, everyone.